Something as simple as banging on trash cans has led into one of the most talked about cheating scandals of recent years. In the year 2017, the Astros faced off against the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series, baseball's World Championship. At the time, the Astros defeated the Dodgers in a 7-game series, winning 4 games out of the 7. Astros players and fans celebrated like any would when winning a championship by throwing parties in the streets and drinking copious amounts of alcohol. However, in late 2019, 2 years after the World Series, baseball fans began to think something felt off about the Astros championship run. They had just hit too well in their home stadium known as Minute Maid Park. This then caused the internet to go out in droves to see and solve what was going on. It was then determined that the Astros had cheated by using live camera feeds, which had never been done before in baseball. Sign stealing has always been a part of baseball, but whenever there is an outside force at work, then is considered to have crossed the line and passed the rules of baseball. According to Ken Rosenthal at The Athletic, live video feed from center field to the TV in the dugout was used to determine the pitch that was going to be thrown. Then that person in the dugout would then bang on a trash can to signal to the batter that a breaking pitch was coming, and if there was no banging heard, then that batter knew that there was a fastball coming. And this allowed the Houston Astros to win the World Series, which is a coveted trophy, and they did so in deciding fashion by winning every home game in the 2017 playoffs, which is how people began to determine that there was some cheating afoot. And they beat the Dodgers in 2017, who are known as one of the great teams in baseball. However, they've been known to choke in recent years, even though they lost to the Astros, who have now been determined to have cheated. So how did this team get caught? Well, rumors started going around the baseball league of players accusing the Astros of cheating, and this spread to journalistic outlets learning of the cheating, and then this allowed freelance people such as a man named John Boy start to investigate the Astros' alleged cheating. He went as far to as watch every single at-bat taken by an Astros player in the 2017 season, and this allowed him to determine when he heard a banging noise and if that coincided with a breaking pitch. And his evidence found that if a banging was heard, then a breaking pitch was being thrown the next pitch. This caused the MLB to then do an in-house investigation of the Houston Astros, and they even found that the Astros had cheated. So in response, they suspended the coach A.J. Hinch for a year, and the GM of the general manager of the Houston Astros, Jeff Lunhow, for a year. But no players were banned in the aftermath, which has led to a huge revolt in the MLB world. And Tanya Harding, who was famously alleged to have hired her boyfriend to slash Nancy Kerrigan's ankles and caused her to miss out on the rest of the ice skating championships. They were banned permanently, and Lance Armstrong had all of his titles removed. So players around the league wanted the MLB to follow suit and remove the Astros titles, but they did not. All players wanted was there to be punishment to fit the crime, but the MLB did not follow in suit. So the baseball champions were proven to have cheated to gain a competitive advantage, and the punishment just did not fit the crime. So players around the league and fans around the league and world were saddened by the results and findings of the MLB. So the Houston Astros cheated by placing a camera out in center field to relay the pitch to a man in the dugout, who then used a trash can to then relay that to the batters, which will allow them to have an unfair competitive advantage over their opposing teams. So the Astros cheated at sport and gained a competitive advantage and received a light penalty, which left a black eye on the baseball world and the 2017 season in general, as cheaters won this World Series and took away the championship from other teams, and especially the Los Angeles Dodgers, who were in the World Series. So baseball has always been on the unwritten rules and to not break them. But when faced with an actual scandal that has been proven, they did nothing. Well, had light consequences to a major scandal, and this has stained the MLB's population or stained baseball in the view of many fans and people around the world. So I do not know what the MLB can do, but they must do something to appease the fans and the players because they are very angry at the findings.